Alright, hello everybody, Meatloaf Gamer, and we are back again to hopefully finish Mario 64 today. I'd like to do that. I recorded like 3 episodes earlier, but I got mad because I kept dying on 100 coin star in, I believe it was Hazy Maze Cave, I'm not sure. And I've been bashing the game a lot recently. Yeah, it was Hazy Maze Cave. And then we just need, like, after Hazy Maze Cave is definitely going to be the crown jewel of what's going to be toughest in this 100 coin collection. Because I've always had trouble with Hazy Maze Cave, and I continue to have trouble with it. Even after freaking doing the 100 coin star in there, like, oh god, I don't even know, yeah, it was a while ago, but, you know, like, yeah, it's not the easiest 100 coin star, definitely. And nor is it my favorite by any means. So, okay. Yeah. So, of course, you always want to first do that. You know, like, freaking spin your camera around. Collect these. Just like, you know, collecting as many coins as possible early. Well, really, I died that exact same place whenever I started this the last time. That's what's funny. Okay, so, like, okay. Yeah, you're gonna want to go in. And, you know, I really want to, if we, beating the game today would be my goal. You know, like, finishing the LP. That way, you know, we can move on to Ocarina of Time or whatever LP I want to do next. Like, maybe Halo. But it's, you know, like, I decided to come back to this because, first of all, my camera was completely charged. Second of all, it started snowing out, and it got me in the mood to play. So, you know, like, even though we're all out of snow levels to do, it still makes me want to play video games whenever it snows out. It's just good video gaming weather, you know, like snowing outside and everything. I think what killed me last time was I was climbing on the metal bars to kind of look like these ones that I'm walking on right now to get a bunch of coins, and I fell because this game can be BS sometimes, especially whenever, a lot of the time actually, especially whenever it comes to things like that. That really freaking ticks me off, actually, if you couldn't tell in that episode whenever I died there. Because it's not really a rightful death. It's like, it's a really friggin' cheap death, and I just didn't like it. Yeah, you want to get all these. You know, like, there's just tons of opportunities open for you here with, as far as coins go. But the problem is actually collecting them. So this will take you down to the Swimming Beast's Cavern. You know. So, like, yeah, you have to be careful, though. Yeah, the water will heal you, as we all know at this point. So you just have to find the beast, as I've showed this many times before. Oh, crap. Sorry if you guys can't see the star count, by the way. We have 115, just so you know. Yeah, you just find the swimming beast. And then you jump on his head. Then you friggin'... So for a while, actually, like, I wanted to do, Banjo-Kazooie as my next LP after this one, but I decided against it because I didn't want to do another 3D platformer. You know, despite Banjo-Kazooie being amazing, I just didn't really want to do another 3D platformer after Mario 64, especially a Nintendo 64 3D platformer, because you know, like, I do plan to do every single Nintendo 64 3D platformer on my channel. You know, like Rayman 2, all the Rareware 3D platformers, you know, like all those. I also want to do both the Zelda games. Oh god, hold on one sec, let me pause. Frick, that came really close to falling, but I got a better camera angle now, which is nice. Yeah, but the friggin', you know, the problem with recording, Majora's Mask is, you know, like, that would definitely be, I think I could get Ocarina of Time done in, like, probably, like, you know, like, 80, 90 parts or something like that. Majora's Mask would by far definitely take over 100 parts. There's, like, as far as I know, freaking, like, there'd be no way around doing that in under 100 parts if you wanted to complete it completely. That's just, like, it's just a really long game. Like, there's nothing really around it. We're already 5 minutes 15 in. This is going to be one of those 100 coin stars that takes a really long time to do. If you can't tell yet, you know, like, it's not just a very easy kind of, like, you know, you have to collect almost every coin in the entire world here, so, you know, like, yeah, okay. These things get on my nerves. Yeah, so this will probably end up being, like, a little, around, like, 45 parts, I think, of an LP. It would be around 55 if I hadn't lost those videos, which I'm still going on about, I'm aware. Yeah, but, like, you know, that's disappointing. It's not fun losing videos, it's really not. Nor is it a laughing matter. I hate losing videos. It sucks. I also want to do, oh crap, I haven't talked about this yet, but, like a freaking ton of Star Wars games. There's a lot of really good Star Wars games out there that I have. Like, I have Republic Commando on the original Xbox. That's a fantastic game. You know, there's just a ton of freaking good Star Wars games. I have Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Squadron. Shadows of the Empire would probably be like a 25-part thing, because I'd probably end up dying a lot, especially on the one mission where you're on just a speeder bike. But I'm very acquainted. I think I'm well enough acquainted with Nintendo 64 games to play just about every single N64 game. I was also thinking of doing a collab with my friend Michael with Mario Kart 64. But I'm not sure if he first of all, I'm not sure if he wants to do it quite yet. And also, I was practicing at Mario Kart 64 last night. And oh boy, have I not used that cartridge in a long time, because it took me a really long time to get it working. I did the old Q-tip and spit trick, and then I blew into the cartridge. It was pretty freaking crazy. But, like, you know, yeah, it took a little while to get working, but, like, you know, other than that, it was, no, like, it worked fine. Once I actually got it to work in the console, it played perfectly fine, so there was nothing wrong there. You know, like, and I know it isn't my console. I play the N64 a ton, so, like, you know, I knew it probably wasn't my console. It usually is the games, if something isn't working on here. As far as Star Wars games for the N64 go, the only Star Wars game I don't have for the N64 is, Battle for Naboo. And I really don't want it. I really don't want Battle for Naboo, because I've heard mixed things about it, and, like, you know, the fact that it's, like, not even that great of a game, and, you know, like, not that that's going to influence my decision on whether I get it or not, but, like, you know, how many people are actually going to watch it if I do an LP of it, or would I even play it on my downtime? Because every single N64 game I own, except probably Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey, I play for... Oh, no, actually, Beatles Adventure Racing I've played a lot less than Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. Or, that Ken Griffey... I have a Ken Griffey Jr. baseball game, that isn't very fun, at least right now, to me. I used to play it all the time. It's like, you know, I probably bought, because I only have, like, yeah, I mean, if you're counting 10, yeah, but 1080 snowboarding's fun. I probably have about 3 or 4 sports games for the N64, and I enjoy just about none of them, except for 1080 snowboarding. Because, like, you know, I think I have NFL Blitz. I'm not sure. I'll have to check my collection, but, NFL Blitz is fun if I do actually have NFL Blitz. I would like to do a collab with someone playing that, because that's a fun game, because it's not just football, it's, you know, like, you have all these combos and stuff. It's different. It's so different from just, like, your average football game. Dang it. Yeah, we're at 9:49. You know, this is gonna be another whole, like, separate episode, probably. But, just on N64 games, you know, like 007, GoldenEye 007, everyone praises that game, but, and it is a good game, but it doesn't hold up. Like, I don't know how people can say they can always go back to that game and play it, because you're either freaking lying or you're really good at the game, because it's really, really tough to get used to again, especially after the refined controls. Like, you know, you play, whenever you talk about early first-person shooters, what always comes up, you know, like freaking Perfect Dark, Halo, Half-Life, you know, like even earlier than that, you'd have like Wolfenstein 3D and Doom. GoldenEye 007 always comes up too, and it's like, you know, I like Perfect Dark a lot more than I like GoldenEye. No offense to whoever likes GoldenEye better, but sorry. Oh, frick, I can't jump over this. But, like, you know, you look at games like Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark came out in the year 2000. Same year as actually, like, Majora's Mask did. And the N64 was still pretty strong, you know. Like, in 2001, Conker's Bad Fur Day came out. So, like, you know, they weren't weak or anything. But, like, you know, you compare that 1 year later, Halo came out. Like, you know, Halo was groundbreaking because that was the first game to actually have really reactive first-person shooter controls. Other than, like, Doom. Because Doom was on PC. So, of course, it's going to have good controls. You know, like, you're playing on a keyboard. So, you know, that was like a no-brainer. But, oh crap, we'll have to get back to this conversation next time, because I'm at 11:45.